We have reports that Kwara youths have surrounded the palace of a Fulani northern leader in Kwara State, asking Fulani settlers in Yorubaland to vacate. I repeat, we have reports Kwara youths have surrounded the palace of a Fulani northern leader, Esu Saragi, asking Fulani settlers to vacate Yorubaland. Enough is enough. Also, Yorubas are asking the federal government, Tinubu, the federal government, remove Kwara, Kogi West from northern Nigeria. Remove Kwara, Kogi West from northern Nigeria. Reclassify them as Yoruba territories. Because of the insecurity, the Yorubas don't want anything to do with the Fulani and northern Nigeria. You see that Kogi State. You see that Kwara State. Kogi West and Kwara State. Take it away from northern Nigeria. We want you to classify it, that territory, as Yoruba territory. Because anywhere the Fulani found themselves, what they contribute to their host communities is insecurity. Now, Kwara and Kogi West are Yoruba-speaking regions. To classify them as northern Nigeria is a fraud and a deliberate act to rob our people of their rights. Now, the Euroba Union says that they are calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to exercise presidential authority to formally remove Kwara State and parts of Kogi State from the classification as northern states, insisting that the regions are historically and linguistically Yoruba and should not be subjected to what they describe as political and cultural misrepresentation. In a statement issued on Sunday, now, they are asking Tinubu, we have Kwara South, Kwara Central, Kogi West. They are predominantly Yoruba-speaking regions with cultural and ancestral ties to the Yoruba nation. They maintained that categorizing them as northern states undermines their identity and exposes them to systemic marginalization. I have said it before that if you have an alliance with a Fulani-led northern Nigeria, they always want to dominate you. They will always want to intimidate you and dominate you. If a Fulani is staying in a community, what is the next plan for a normal Fulani? It is to take over your land. And how do they do so? They bring in insecurity. They put fear, and you desert your village. They now take over. So the Yorubas are fighting back, asking the federal government, Tinubu, that you must remove Kwara State and Kogi West from northern Nigeria. Northerners can deal with their insecurity. Yes, you know, in northern Nigeria, some stakeholders, some politicians, they are okay with insecurity. That is why you are having peace deals left, right, center. But the Yorubas are saying, we cannot condone such people. Take us away. We don't have any historical ties. There's nothing connecting us culturally, traditionally. There's nothing connecting us. Religion anybody can be religious. In Nigeria, anybody can be a Christian. Anybody can be a Muslim. Not anybody can be Yoruba. You must be born of Yoruba parents. Not anybody can be Igbo. You must be born of Igbo parents. Not anybody can be Hausa. You must be born of Hausa parents, or even Fulani. You must be born of Fulani parents. So, classifying Yorubas and Fulani into a particular state or a particular region. You know, Nigeria, like I said, Nigeria is not one. The classification of Nigeria shows that we are not one. We have the Igbo, a different people entirely from the Yoruba, a different people entirely from the Hausa, a different people entirely from other tribes. We have many tribes in Nigeria. So it is evident that we cannot stay together as one. That is why it is a call. Because if the Yorubas in Kogi and also in Kwara, if they continue in this trajectory, very soon many of them will desert their village. People are afraid to go back to their village. Whenever there's an attack by the Fulani or by the bandits or whoever, or these northerners, whenever there's an attack, then you see a lot of people, they are afraid to stay in their ancestral homes. They start moving from one village to another, deserting and abandoning their village. Then the Fulani comes to take over after they have seen that people are no more staying there. These are the tactics they are using. Remember, there was a viral video whereby some people came to challenge a woman who is a traditional person in Kwara State. Why are you practicing tradition? Why are you practicing tradition in Kwara State? You see, like I said, these terrorists, these Fulani terrorists, these northern terrorists, they have a team. They have the people that are strikers. The strikers are the bandits, the terrorists, and all of you, Boko Haram and co. They have the midfielders. The midfielders are the religious leaders, are the traditional rulers, and those people who carry out religious activities to use and, like, say, if somebody wants to commit sin, we are religious in Nigeria, but if somebody wants to commit sin, he will look for a religious saying, a Bible quotation, a Quran quotation to back the evil he is trying to commit. So these traditional rulers and religious leaders, they look for excuses for them through tradition and through religion that will help the people that are striking, the bandits and the Boko Haram, perpetrate their evil. If you tell me that these guys are not coordinated, then you must be dreaming. That means now today they're just going for Nigeria today. So this statement by the Yoruba people is because of a deep reflection over the escalating insecurity in the region, alleging that Fulani herders operating under the guise of cattle rearing have been responsible for killings, kidnappings, and violent land grabs. Look at the allegation. Fulani herders. So if I'm calling the Fulani people, don't say, why do I hate the Fulani? You have something against Fulani? Every day, Fulani this, Fulani that. Look at it. Fulani herders operating under the guise of cattle rearing have been responsible for killings, kidnappings, and violent land grabs. Imagine my ancestral home. Because of one Nigeria, you as a Fulani gain access to my ancestral home because of you wield some political influence and power in Nigeria. You use your political influence and power to come to my land, the effrontery to come and destroy my crops so that you can provoke me to react. Then you unleash your weapons on me so that I will run away from my village and my land. Then you take over. Violent land grabs. I have told you before that if the Fulani come to a particular place, they will dwell in that place. They are good people. They are good neighbors, smiling with you. You don't know that they are checking you up. They are monitoring you. They are looking at you. They are studying the environment. They are looking at the possibility of them to achieve their evil agenda. They will become nice. They learn your language. A lot of things happen. They become good neighbors. They help you do one or two things. They will present themselves as people that are useful to you so that you can allow them stay. When they stay, they start increasing. They start becoming defiant. They start doing juju, they call defiant. They will be using strong head. They will start looking at your leaders, finding a way to bribe them. Through corruption, they use corruption, enter your traditional rulers, bribe them with money so that they can have their stay. They will not tell you that they have seen your king and everything. They will do an undo. When they do an undo, they know that they have influence in the police and army. The police will come and they start settling, backyard settling, wuru settling. They are still there. They will not go. It got to a point whereby they were threatening host communities in Benue State. The people that they just came from far, they had no place to stay. They are just nomads. They just gave them an expanse of land to stay. They stayed in that land. At the end of the day, they became automatic owners of the land because they have stayed there for a very long time. They build a community that your laws might not be applicable in their communities. If you go to their community to enforce laws, they will tell you that the leaders will come. The elders, the prominent ones will come. Both the ones in politics and the ones in other areas, they will come and as elders, they will stand and look at you. And don't worry, this issue is between us. We'll resolve it amongst themselves. They don't want to subject themselves to your laws. That's why they bring elders to deceive you. See, the more reason is that the Yorubas asking that Tinubu should separate these people, it is very important to preserve the life, the heritage, and the people there. Because if you continue like this, people will get missing and be killed and they will continue killing. See, there's one thing about these people, they don't stop. They don't stop. You think they are going to stop? My brother, they would never stop. They are not interested in peace. They are interested in their Uthman and Fodio ideology. Let them put their sword in the Atlantic Ocean, the Quran and the sword. They said it. They will actually deny it because an average Fulani is manipulative. They are very, very deceitful. You see, like I said before, if a politician comes to tell you that I will do this, don't look at what the politician is saying he will do. Look at what he has done in the past. Study what he has done, how he has done in what he has done in the past. From there, you can start listening to him. The Fulani, what the Fulani has done in the past is what we are using to judge them. Me, I don't want to know whether they are good or not. What they have consistently done in the past is what we are using to judge them. Now, according to the group who is asking the federal government, they are saying that it is disheartening that Mieti Allah members who have been implicated in attacks of Yoruba people are the same individuals who were giving AK-47 rifles to to protect us. To protect us. The people that were accused of attacking the people, they are the ones that they gave AK-47 to protect the vigilante. Do you know what it is? It's just like the Boko Haram, repentant Boko Haram. They carry them, they put them inside Nigerian army. The people that are responsible for the killings in that Yorubaland, in that place, they are the same people that the federal government will carry and recruit and put and say protect. Who is the federal government that carry them to put them in the JTF that will protect the people? They are the same people that aid them and support them. I told you that in this football team, they have defenders. They are the people that are connected, the educated people, the intellectuals, the elites. They are the ones that stand as a defense to them. Imagine that Mietela members who were implicated in attacking, criminal attacks, killing people and attacking people, kidnappings, killing and all of you. The members that were implicated were the same people that were given AK-47 by who? The government. Does that sound familiar? The government gave criminals AK-47 to protect the people that they had once attacked and killed. How did the government arrive to that conclusion? In Nigeria, whereby everybody is sane. You would think that we are okay in Nigeria. Repentant Boko Haram. They cannot go through how many rehabilitation, whatever it is. From there, they come put them inside Nigerian army. That one never do. They can't still move to the next level. Openly having peace deal with bandits. Have been asking these questions over and over again. These bandits you people are having peace deal with. If they say they are going to have peace now, which job are they going to do? Which job will I want to give them? What job exactly are they going to do? Like they are going to just fold their hands and be peaceful. These people have taken up a vocation of criminality. They need to be hanged in the gallows. It is surprising that in northern Nigeria, you talk about blasphemy. This one they blasphemy, that one they blasphemy. In northern Nigeria, blasphemy. You want to kill somebody because of blasphemy, but you not kill somebody because of his committing criminal activities. That is Sharia. Sharia will look at you making a statement against a prophet. They see it as the worst ever thing, but the sins that you commit, they don't see it as worse. You kill people, you kidnap people, you steal from people, you manipulate people, all sort of wickedness. Nobody is going down for that, but because of blasphemy. That is why the Yoruba people are saying, we are Muslims also, but the kind of Islam these people practice, we cannot stay in the same place. We don't reason the same way. It is not, I don't understand. Let's move on. Now, the Euroba Union warned that President Tinubu would be judged harshly by history if he failed to act decisively to protect Yoruba people in Kwara and Kogi West. Kwara and Kogi West are Yoruba-speaking regions. To classify them as northern Nigeria is a fraud and a deliberate act to rob our people of their rights, the group said. We demand that President Bola Tinubu immediately correct this historical anomaly by removing Kwara and Kogi West from the northern classification. If he fails to act now, history will not forgive him for complicity through silence and inaction as Yoruba lives continue to get lost. Mr. President should understand that his own people have become vulnerable in their ancestral land. The Yoruba people have become vulnerable in their ancestral land. If he refuses to intervene, his silence will be seen as complicity. He must withdraw the so-called Bororos deployed to Kwara South with immediate effect and ensure the protection of Yoruba lives and property, the group insisted. How can a Yoruba-speaking community be labeled as northerners? That's the question. How can Yoruba-speaking communities be labeled as northerners? It is fraudulent and unjust. Our official language is Yoruba, not Hausa, and the people have never identified as Fulani or Hausa, they declared. On the rising wave of insecurity, the Yoruba communities are under siege. Farms are being destroyed, women raped, and families displaced by violent attacks. This is nothing but a calculated attempt to take over our ancestral homes. The Nigerian government must stop arming the very group that is terrorizing us. These so-called headers have turned to marauders, determined to erase our presence in our own homeland, the statement said. Beyond its demands to the government, the Euroba Union appealed to Yoruba communities at home and in the diaspora to unite in providing humanitarian and logistical support to local vigilante groups across Yorubaland. The group also extended solidarity to the families of slain vigilantes, describing them as heroes who sacrificed their lives in defense of their land. Now, there's so much to say about what is going on in Nigeria today. But the highest point of this is, if Tinubu does not restructure this country, my brother, we will never see anything yet. So this Kwara issue came, and people thought like it is normal, like nothing. We can go over it. You have a governor, just meet the police and everything. You have a governor. Till now, the governor cannot stop the crisis going on in Kwara State, the killings. Now you have a Yoruba president that you can report to, you can meet and say, we have a president, please listen to us, we are Yoruba people, protect us. It is an opportunity to become president, protect us. If the president does not have the capacity to protect you, that means OT law. That's why we are saying that this president must find a way to restructure this country. It is not all about your personal ambition, you want to become president. Because naturally, if you become president in that level, you have immunity. Yes. So it is left for a Tinubu to show whether he has concerns about Yoruba people and come to their aid and make sure that he does the bidding, the aspirations of the Yoruba people in Nigeria. If not, I have been saying this over and over again. People think that this guy is not serious. He doesn't know what he's saying. I've been saying it, that it's going to be a very, very big problem if the Yorubas still stay in Nigeria without being restructured. If the Yorubas exist in Nigeria that has not been restructured by 2031, just be looking. Under Tinubu, he cannot even stop the insecurity going on in Kwara State. What do you think if you have a Fulani person with the current political tension? You see, most times the newspaper will not tell you the truth. They will tell you the fact, but sometimes the fact are manipulated. The facts, they are like, I don't know how to put it. They manipulate fact for you to see. The truth, they try and they are economical with the truth. The truth is that there is always a time for revenge. These politicians in northern Nigeria, led by the Fulani, they are waiting for a time that they can fight back, revenge. And if you are not conscious of the fact that the country needs to be solidified in a way whereby the Fulani cannot raise its head again to say that they want to exert their influence in every part of Nigeria. You see what Tinubu is doing with the nepotism, appointing Yorubas left, right, center. You see what he's doing. Let the Fulani enter. We're not going to have far. Buhari now start all these things, a Fulani person. Now started all these things. People did not kill themselves. But Tinubu came and said, I will continue from where Buhari stopped. I will step into Buhari's shoes. And he's doing perfectly well and fine. And not in Nigeria, they are angry. All of a sudden now, they don't form coalition. Almost all of them, they enter coalition against the Tinubu. Now, I like what Tinubu is doing. Making sure that northern Nigeria becomes irrelevant. Beyond that, make sure that regional system of governance, we know the development commissions is a framework, is a groundwork for restructuring. We know that. But regions must, in a way, be empowered. First, unite southern Nigeria. We are saying all these things now. We are fighting Igbo and Yoruba in Lagos. If it happens that the Fulani be turn like go a wall, like rampage everywhere, everybody scattered. If it happens, you will not remember to start fighting your Igbo or whatever. This Fulani, they are not in the same social media with you. They don't have the same ideology with you. They are not in the same environment, in the same thinking capacity with you. They are just on their own, running their things. And you are there looking at them. We are there looking at them. Well, all I can say now is that it is going to be a good thing if Tinubu will reclassify it. Then restructuring start. I know it's a difficult task. The Fulani will take him up on that. The Fulani will take him up on that. But Tinubu needs to strengthen Southern Nigeria. Let Southern Nigeria be in full charge of this government in the next 8 years. I'm telling you. Because the most important thing is your land and your ancestral home. Some people coming to take it with violence and killing your people in modern day Nigeria. Now, I ask this question. Why are these people coming out to see? What is the reason why they are coming out to fight? What is the reason? What is their point? You see, may God help Nigerians.